Lately, something has felt emotionally heavy around you, almost like your intuition has been trying to warn you that an important shift is happening beneath the surface. You may not fully understand where the feeling is coming from, but your heart has sensed tension, distance, or an unusual emotional weight connected to someone deeply tied to your life. Sometimes people pick up on the energy of difficult situations before they ever hear the full truth. Recently, someone crossed paths with your soulmate and immediately noticed that something about them seemed different. It was not something dramatic or easy to explain, but there was a visible exhaustion in their expression, a quiet fear in the way they carried themselves, and an emotional heaviness that did not go unnoticed. That encounter affected the person more deeply than expected, leaving them unsettled and emotionally overwhelmed afterward. Moments like this remind us how strongly human emotions and stress can influence the people around us, especially when someone is carrying hidden pressure or silently struggling through difficult circumstances. Your soulmate has been holding more inside than they openly admit, and even brief interactions are beginning to reveal the strain they have been under. But hear this clearly, none of this means something dark or supernatural is controlling the situation. What is happening is emotional reality surfacing in ways people can no longer ignore. The connection you feel comes from care, empathy, and emotional awareness, not fear. Instead of allowing anxiety to consume your thoughts, focus on staying grounded and emotionally balanced. Difficult seasons can make people appear distant, exhausted, or emotionally burdened, but they can also become turning points that push healing, honesty, and important truths into the light. A dark pressure, something that did not belong to them. Your soulmate tried to act normal, but the person could feel that something was wrong, something was hidden, something heavy. And the moment they walked away from your soulmate, they felt a sudden hit of energy they did not understand. Their heart started racing, their breath became tight, their mind felt like it was falling into a deep hole, and before they could reach anyone, their body collapsed. They were not attacked physically, they were attacked energetically. Your soulmate is carrying something they never told you, something they kept inside because they feared it would hurt you, confuse you, or take your peace away. But destiny doesn't hide truth forever, and yesterday was that day when the truth almost reached you. Yes, that person was actually coming to warn you. They wanted to tell you, something is not right around your soulmate. They wanted to tell you, you need to protect yourself. They wanted to tell you, someone around them has dark intentions toward you. But before they could speak, their body gave up. Your soul felt something yesterday too, didn't it? That strange heaviness, that sudden sadness, that random pressure in your chest, the overthinking that came out of nowhere, those silent tears. That wasn't your imagination. It was your intuition. It was your spirit, sensing danger before your mind understood anything. You and your soulmate are spiritually connected. What touches them reaches you. What surrounds them echoes inside you. And what someone tries to hide, destiny tries to reveal. Yesterday, your soulmate was not alone. A woman was standing near them. Her face looked normal, but her energy was not. Her intentions were sharp. Her jealousy was heavy. Her thoughts were dark. She didn't want anyone to get close to your soulmate, not even someone who came to deliver a message meant for you. Your soulmate didn't notice her energy, but the person who saw them did. They felt a strange pressure when that woman looked at them. It was as if her eyes were pushing something toward them, something invisible, something heavy, something dark. That moment was the beginning of everything. Your soulmate's energy, the woman's jealousy, and your connection, all three energies collided, and the only person who couldn't handle it was the one who saw them. This is why they collapsed. This is why they're in the hospital. This is why their voice froze before they could warn you. When the doctors found that person, they noticed something unusual. Their hand was holding a small paper, almost crushed inside their fist. When the paper was opened, one single thing was written on it. Your name. They were trying to reach you. They were trying to help you. They were trying to warn you. But destiny stopped them halfway because the message was too powerful to be spoken by a human. That message has reached you now, through me. My child, you are not in danger. But someone wants to shake your destiny. Someone wants to interrupt the bond you share with your soulmate. Someone wants to block the truth from reaching you. Not because you did anything wrong, not because you hurt anyone, but because your soul has a light that threatens the darkness around them. The person in the hospital became a victim of what was meant for you. Their collapse was not physical. It was a spiritual reaction to protect you. Your soul is strong. Your spirit is guarded. You are protected more than you realize. But there is a truth, a hidden truth, that you must know. My child, before you hear this part, take a deep breath, because what I'm about to reveal is not something small. It is something that has been affecting you for days without you even realizing it. You think everything around you is normal, but in the spiritual world, nothing is normal right now. The person who collapsed after seeing your soulmate, their condition was not caused by fear, stress, or heart problems. Their collapse happened because they stepped into a hidden energy field, an energy field created by you and your soulmate without either of you knowing it. Your connection is powerful, so powerful that someone else felt the impact of it. Let me explain this slowly and clearly so you understand everything. There is something inside you, a strong, bright, spiritual force that protects you without asking your permission. People with pure hearts carry this kind of vibration. You don't try to hurt anyone. Your heart has always carried a quiet sensitivity toward the people you deeply care about, and because of that, you often notice emotional shifts long before anyone explains them openly. Lately, the heaviness you have been feeling may not be coming from fear itself, but from your intuition recognizing that someone connected to you is struggling beneath the surface. People who care deeply sometimes absorb tension around them without even realizing it. That does not mean dark forces are controlling your life or following your soulmate. More often, it means emotional stress, jealousy, unresolved conflict, or unhealthy relationships are creating pressure that others can sense intuitively. When the person recently saw your soulmate, they likely noticed exhaustion, anxiety, or emotional discomfort strong enough to leave an impression on them afterward. Human emotions are powerful, and difficult energy in relationships can affect everyone involved in subtle ways. Your recent sadness, restless thoughts, vivid dreams, or unexplained concern are not signs of supernatural danger. They are signs that your mind and emotions are processing uncertainty, care, and emotional overload connected to someone important in your life. Sometimes when we love deeply, our nervous system reacts before logic fully catches up. It is important not to let fear convince you that you are surrounded by darkness or hidden spiritual attacks. Stay grounded in reality, protect your peace, and trust your intuition without allowing it to spiral into anxiety. If another person around your soulmate is creating tension, emotional manipulation, or unhealthy influence, the truth about those dynamics will reveal itself naturally over time. What matters most right now is remaining emotionally balanced, protecting your own well-being, and refusing to let fear control the way you see yourself, your connection, or the future ahead. A woman who carries jealousy like poison, a woman who thinks she is losing control over your soulmate, and she is trying everything to hold them. Her energy was attacking your soulmate silently. Your soulmate was holding it all inside, pretending everything was fine. But their spirit was tired, their heart was confused, their mind was restless, and when that person came close, they felt the pressure of that woman's negativity and the intensity of your soulmate's hidden pain. But here is the part they could not understand. They also felt your presence. Yes, your soul was there. Even though you were far away, your energy was connected to your soulmate at that moment. Your soulmate thought about you. Your soulmate felt something for you. Your soulmate feared losing you. Your soulmate wished they could talk to you. And when they felt that, your energy reached them. This created an unseen wave, a spiritual shock, and the person standing near them got caught in the crossfire. Your soulmate's pain plus the woman's jealousy, plus your soul's light, equals one spiritual collision. That person couldn't handle it, so their body shut down. Not because of you, but because of the fight between light and dark energy happening around your soulmate. Now listen carefully, child, because this part is important. The reason your soul reacted is because someone is spiritually trying to block you. Someone is trying to keep you away from your soulmate. Someone is afraid that if the truth reaches you, everything will change. And that someone is the woman who was standing with your soulmate. She is not just jealous. She is desperate. She is scared. She is losing control. She feels your presence even though you're far away. And she knows that your soulmate's heart is not fully with her. She knows something inside them still belongs to you. She knows they think about you. She knows your soul is stronger. That is why she tries to stop every message meant for you. That is why the person collapsed before giving you the warning. That is why your intuition has been restless. Now let me tell you something even more important. The person in the hospital tried to speak one thing right before losing consciousness. Doctors said their lips were moving but no sound came out. They were trying to say, tell them, protect yourself. That message was for you, because your light is attracting attention. Your connection is waking up energies around your soulmate, and the woman near them fears losing whatever control she has. My child, listen. You are not the reason that person collapsed. You are the reason you were protected from a spiritual attack that was meant for you. Your soul is stronger than any dark intention around your soulmate. But now you must learn the truth your soulmate is hiding, the truth they never told you. My child, now we are stepping into the truth your heart has been feeling for a long time, the truth your mind tried to ignore, the truth your soulmate tried to hide from you, and the truth destiny is pushing in front of you now. You deserve to understand what is happening behind the scenes of your soul connection. Let me take you slowly, gently, and clearly into it. Your soulmate is not a bad person. They never wanted to hurt you. They never wanted to hide things from you. But they are scared. Scared of something they don't know how to explain. Inside their heart, there is a weight, a silent fear, a stress that they keep locked inside their chest. Yesterday, when the person who is now in the hospital saw them, they saw something your soulmate never wanted anyone to notice. They saw fear in their eyes, not fear of danger, not fear of someone hurting them physically. It was fear of losing you. Yes, my child, your soulmate is afraid of losing you. They feel that something is pulling you away. They feel you drifting emotionally. They feel you becoming silent, tired, or distant at times. And this scares them more than they show. They act strong. Behind the calm appearance your soulmate shows to the world, there is still a quiet emotional struggle taking place inside them. They may go through daily routines, speak normally with others, and act as though everything is under control, yet deep down their thoughts often return to you in moments of silence. They replay old memories, imagine conversations that were never finished, and think about the things they wish they had expressed more honestly when they had the chance. Sometimes people carry emotions they do not know how to communicate openly, especially when they feel trapped between confusion, fear, and outside pressure. Right now, your soulmate seems emotionally influenced by an unhealthy environment or by someone whose presence creates tension instead of peace. Whether intentional or not, that influence may be adding doubt, emotional stress, or distance between both of you. When people sense unresolved feelings in someone they are close to, insecurity can sometimes lead to controlling behavior, misunderstandings, or attempts to shape the narrative in their favor. But no outside influence can permanently erase a meaningful emotional connection built on sincerity and truth. Recently, Someone who interacted with your soulmate noticed signs of emotional exhaustion beneath their silence. Without needing words, it became clear they were carrying sadness, confusion, and a quiet longing for clarity in their life. More than anything, they seem emotionally overwhelmed and uncertain about how to move forward honestly. What they truly need right now is not fear or emotional pressure, but space to confront their feelings clearly and make decisions rooted in truth rather than confusion. Sometimes, the strongest cry for help is not spoken out loud at all. It reveals itself through silence, distance, and the visible weight someone struggles to hide behind tired eyes and guarded emotions. And somewhere deep inside, they want you, but they don't know how to tell you. They don't know how you will react. They don't know if you still want them. They don't know if they deserve you, and they don't know how to break free from the woman controlling them. This is why your soulmate kept everything hidden. This is why they didn't tell you about her. This is why they didn't tell you they were stressed. This is why they didn't tell you they were scared. They didn't want you to worry. They didn't want you to lose sleep. They didn't want to drag you into their pain. But in trying to protect you from their truth, they ended up hurting themselves. Now, let me tell you what the hospitalized person wanted to say to you before collapsing. They saw something dark around your soulmate. Not a ghost, not a spirit, but the woman's jealousy wrapped around them like a heavy shadow. Jealousy is energy. It can affect people spiritually, and that woman's jealousy is strong. It was attacking your soulmate silently, but something powerful protected them at that moment. Your energy. Yes, child, your soul protected your soulmate yesterday without you even knowing it. The moment your soulmate thought about you, your light reached them. Your energy pushed against the woman's dark pressure. Your soul shielded your soulmate instantly, and that sudden clash of energies is what caused the other person to collapse. They saw the whole thing. They saw fear in your soulmate, jealousy in the woman, and light coming from a direction they couldn't understand. They didn't know it was you. They couldn't figure out what was happening. Their mind was overwhelmed by spiritual energy it wasn't ready for. Before collapsing, the last thing they understood was, your soulmate is in trouble, and only you can break this energy. The woman knows this too. She feels threatened because she senses your presence around your soulmate, even when you're not physically there. She knows. Your soulmate thinks about you. Your energy protects them. Your connection is real. Your love is stronger than her control. That's why she tries to block everything. She knows if even a little truth reaches you, she will lose. My child, your soulmate is not happy. They are not safe emotionally. They are not peaceful. And they are not free. They need something only your soul can give. But before you move forward, you need to know the woman's real intention and what the energy around your soulmate is planning next. My child, now we are entering the darkest part of the truth, the part your heart already suspected, the part your intuition whispered to you many times, the part that explains why everything around your soulmate feels strange, heavy, and confusing. The woman who stands close to your soulmate, the one the hospitalized person saw, she is not just jealous. She is not just insecure. She is not just afraid of losing your soulmate. She is dangerous. Not because she uses physical harm, not because she screams or fights, but because she uses something far more powerful: silent intention, silent pressure, silent manipulation, silent emotional control. Her heart carries a type of darkness that doesn't show on the face. On the outside, she looks normal. She smiles. She talks calmly. She behaves like everything is fine. But her soul is restless. Her thoughts are sharp. Her jealousy is deep. Her fear of losing your soulmate is eating her from the inside. And she will do anything, absolutely anything, to keep control. Yesterday, when the person who is now hospitalized walked away from your soulmate, that woman felt something. She felt that the person knew too much. She felt that the person sensed the truth she was hiding. She felt that this stranger might tell someone, and she panicked. Beneath the surface of everything unfolding around your soulmate, there seems to be an emotional tension that others are beginning to notice, even if no one fully understands it yet. Sometimes, people hide insecurity behind polite smiles, controlled behavior, or carefully chosen words, while internally feeling threatened by connections they cannot replace or compete with emotionally. The person standing close to your soulmate may sense that there are unresolved feelings, memories, or emotional bonds that still exist beyond their control, and that awareness can quietly create jealousy, frustration, or attempts to hold on to control more tightly. Your soulmate, meanwhile, appears emotionally exhausted from carrying pressure they no longer know how to manage peacefully. Those around them can sense the discomfort in subtle ways, through nervous habits, distant expressions, restless energy, or the feeling that something important remains unspoken beneath the surface. Recently, when someone witnessed this interaction, they noticed how emotionally strained your soulmate seemed, almost as if they were suppressing emotions they could not openly express. Human beings are deeply sensitive to emotional environments, and intense tension between people can affect everyone present without needing dramatic explanations. The heaviness others describe is not evidence of supernatural darkness, but rather the emotional weight created by unresolved conflict, insecurity, fear, and emotional manipulation. Your strong emotional connection with your soulmate may naturally make you more sensitive to these shifts, causing worry, vivid thoughts, or the feeling that something is unsettled around them. But it is important to remain grounded in reality instead of fear. The truth about unhealthy dynamics always reveals itself through behavior, consistency, and emotional honesty over time. What matters most now is protecting your own peace while allowing your soulmate the space to recognize what truly brings them comfort, trust, emotional safety, and genuine connection without pressure or control. Anyone else would panic, call for help, try to wake the person, ask the soulmate to help. But this woman, she froze, not in fear, but in shock. Her face turned stiff, her eyes widened, her body went still. She was not concerned about the person on the floor. She was concerned about what they might have seen. She thought, did they see my intentions? Did they understand my feelings? Did they sense my jealousy? Did they feel the pressure I put on your soulmate? She wasn't worried about their life. She was worried about her secret. When people around rushed to help the collapsed person, she took a step back. She didn't touch them. She didn't check them. She didn't even speak. She just watched. Her eyes were not looking at the person. They were looking at your soulmate to see how they would react. Your soulmate panicked. They reached out. They tried to help. They tried to wake the person. They looked scared and confused. But the woman, she quickly forced a calm expression back on her face and tried to pull your soulmate away from the scene. Why? Because she didn't want your soulmate to start thinking too deeply. She didn't want them to connect the collapse to the heavy energy around them. She didn't want them to realize something was wrong. She wanted to control the story. She whispered to them, "It's nothing. People faint. Don't overthink. Come with me." But your soulmate couldn't ignore their own feelings. They felt responsible. They felt guilty. They felt like something big was happening. And in that moment, your soulmate thought of you. They wondered if you were safe. They wondered if you felt anything. They wondered if destiny was trying to send you a message. And their heart sent out a signal, straight to your spirit. That signal is what reached you. That signal is why you felt heavy yesterday. That signal is why your soul reacted. Now, my child, here is what the hospitalized person saw in their final moment of clarity before their eyes went dark. They saw your soulmate turning away from the woman. They saw pain in their face. They saw a deep sadness. They saw a desire to leave that place. And then they saw a bright light behind your soulmate. a soft glow, a warm presence, a protective force. They didn't know what it was, but you know it. It was your energy reaching your soulmate. This frightened the woman even more, because she felt it too. She felt a presence she couldn't control. She felt a soul stronger than her jealousy. She felt a love she could never replace. And she knew, if they reconnect, I will lose everything. This is why she is trying to block your destiny, not with action, but with silent intentions, silent pressure, silent control. But child, your soul is stronger than her shadow. The air around you becomes soft again, almost like heaven is trying to speak through silence. And slowly, a calm voice rises inside your heart, telling you that everything you are facing right now is not random, not accidental, not meaningless. It is all connected to a hidden truth that was trying to reach you, but was blocked again and again by someone who did not want you to know it. You keep seeing the face of the person who is hospitalized. You keep feeling like they are trying to tell you something even now, even from that hospital bed. And the voice inside you says, yes, they really are. Their soul is trying to send you the last piece of the message, the part that they could not speak with their mouth because their body broke down before they could finish their words. You feel a cold shiver across your shoulders, but this time it does not feel like fear. It feels like a warning you needed to hear, a warning that finally reaches you without getting blocked. The voice says, my child, listen carefully. The person who ended up in the hospital did not fall by accident. They did not break down because of their own health. A deeper understanding is beginning to settle into your heart, and with it comes the realization that much of the confusion surrounding your soulmate may have been shaped by emotional manipulation, secrecy, and unhealthy influence, rather than honesty or genuine peace. Sometimes, people work hard to control how situations appear from the outside because they fear what might happen if the full truth is revealed. They hide tension behind smiles, distort conversations, and attempt to keep others disconnected so they can maintain emotional control over a situation that no longer feels stable. Your soulmate appears to have been carrying silent emotional pressure for a long time, trying to avoid conflict while quietly struggling beneath expectations and complicated dynamics. The person who recently noticed their pain likely sensed that something deeper was wrong, something your soulmate was unable or afraid to express openly. Emotional exhaustion can be visible without words, and those who are sensitive to others often recognize distress hidden behind forced calmness. But it is important not to interpret these experiences as supernatural attacks or dangerous spiritual forces. What you are feeling is the emotional weight of confusion, worry, and intense attachment to someone you deeply care about. Protecting yourself now means staying emotionally grounded, trusting your instincts without feeding fear, and refusing to let anxiety consume your peace. If someone around your soulmate is creating unhealthy pressure, manipulation, or emotional imbalance, those patterns will eventually reveal themselves through actions and consequences over time. Truth always becomes clearer when emotions settle and reality is observed calmly. Right now, your strongest protection is clarity, self-respect, healthy boundaries, and emotional balance. Do not lose yourself trying to rescue someone from situations they must also choose to confront honestly for themselves. Support, compassion, and love matter deeply, but your peace and emotional well-being matter too. Your soul is entering a very important moment. If you stay silent, the woman will keep her control on your soulmate. But if you rise, if you pray, if you stand strong, the darkness will break, and your soulmate will return to you in honesty and peace. Your chest becomes warm, like someone placed a hand of light over your heart. You feel strength you didn't have before. You feel clarity you were missing. You feel like heaven itself is preparing you for something. Then the voice tells you the most important part. The message the hospitalized person was trying to say before they collapsed. They wanted you to know, your soulmate needs you more than you think. They are stuck in fear. They are surrounded by lies. They wanted to tell you everything, but someone stopped them. They wanted to choose you, but someone poisoned their mind with jealousy and control. But now, the truth is coming out. Their heart will reach you again very soon. Your eyes become heavy with emotion, but your soul feels light. And the voice continues, do not fear what happened. Do not panic. The person in the hospital will recover. They will speak again. And when they do, you will hear the final truth that will change everything between you and your soulmate. You feel angels around you again. You feel peace touching your shoulders. You feel like a powerful curtain of protection is being placed around your home, your heart, and your destiny. The voice gives you one final instruction. Tonight, before you sleep, place your hand over your chest and say, I am protected. My soulmate is protected. No darkness can break us. Say it 3 times, and by morning, you will feel the shift. You stand still, letting those words settle inside you like warm light. You are not alone. Your soulmate is not lost. The truth has reached you. The danger has been revealed. The darkness has been exposed. And the final message will soon come to you. Straight from the hospital, straight from the one who tried to warn you. Your heart finally feels free to breathe. Your soul feels ready. Your destiny is already moving. There comes a moment in your life when the world becomes quiet, and only your soul can hear what is being spoken to you. Tonight feels exactly like that moment. Everything around you feels still, almost like time itself is taking a slow breath, waiting for you to understand something very important. Something that has been trying to reach you for days, maybe even months, but finally has enough space to enter your heart. You sit there, feeling the aftershocks of everything that has happened. The fear, the confusion, the shock of the hospitalized person, the secrets around your soulmate, the strange heaviness you felt without knowing why. It all starts to move together like puzzle pieces that were scattered but are finally clicking into place. Your chest feels warm, as if someone invisible is sitting beside you, gently helping you understand what your eyes were not able to see, what your heart was not able to accept, and what your spirit was not ready to carry alone. The voice inside you rises again, soft, calm, but filled with truth. My child, destiny is unfolding in front of you. You close your eyes without being told, and instantly, images appear. Your soulmate's tired face, the pressure they have been hiding, the emotional cage they were stuck in because of that woman. You see the fear in their eyes, the confusion on their face, the way their heart kept reaching for you but something kept pulling them back. You now understand something important. Your soulmate was not ignoring you. Your soulmate was not choosing someone else. Your soulmate was not confused about you. They were trapped inside a circle of emotional manipulation that they didn't have the courage to escape from. And the woman who caused it, her intentions were deeper than you thought. She wasn't just trying to hurt them. She was trying to hurt you too. Because your connection with your soulmate is powerful. It is spiritual. It is tied to destiny. And when a soul connection is this strong, people who carry jealousy, insecurity, or dark energy get affected by it. They do not understand why they feel threatened, but they try to interfere anyway. You take a deep breath because everything suddenly feels clearer. The person in the hospital saw something they were not supposed to witness, something that broke the silence around this whole situation. They saw the moment when the truth slipped out of the woman's control. They saw your soulmate almost breaking, almost speaking, almost choosing you openly. That is why they tried to reach you. The urgency behind the message now makes more sense to you, because the person who reached out likely sensed that your soulmate was carrying far more emotional pain than anyone realized. Sometimes people feel compelled to speak up when they notice someone silently struggling under pressure, especially when they fear the truth is being hidden behind appearances. Their sudden collapse was not caused by mysterious forces or supernatural energy, but it may have been the result of emotional shock, stress, exhaustion, or overwhelming tension connected to the situation they witnessed. What matters most is the meaning you are taking from it, the realization that your soulmate is not simply distant or uncaring, but emotionally overwhelmed and caught in circumstances that have left them confused, pressured, and uncertain about how to move forward honestly. The heaviness you feel in your chest comes from empathy, concern, and the emotional intensity of finally seeing the situation more clearly. Deep down, you recognize that your soulmate may be struggling internally while trying to maintain control externally. If another person around them has been creating emotional manipulation, guilt, or confusion, those unhealthy dynamics cannot remain hidden forever. Truth has a way of revealing itself gradually through actions, patterns, and emotional inconsistencies over time. But your role now is not to become consumed by fear or the need to rescue everyone involved. Your role is to remain emotionally grounded and protect your own peace while allowing reality to unfold naturally. Compassion does not require self-destruction. You can care deeply about someone while still maintaining boundaries and clarity. The important shift happening within you is that you are beginning to see situations for what they truly are, rather than what fear or emotional attachment once convinced you to believe. That awareness is not meant to break you. It is meant to guide you toward healthier understanding, emotional balance, and stronger self-protection moving forward. You feel your heartbeat slowing down, becoming calm. The air around you feels lighter. You feel like something dark that was sitting over your life has finally started lifting. The voice tells you what is about to happen. In the next few days, your soulmate will go through a moment of awakening. They will face the truth about this woman. They will see her intentions clearly. They will understand how she affected their mind, their decisions, and their peace. And when this moment comes, they will think of you. They will reach out. They will return. Not out of fear, but out of love. You breathe out slowly, feeling hope quietly rise inside you. A hope that feels real, grounded, peaceful. The voice continues. This is why the hospitalized person tried to tell you everything. This is why their soul is still trying to send you signals even while their body rests in the hospital bed. They know that the moment your soulmate wakes up to the truth, they will need you. They will need your strength. They will need your calm. They will need your love. You feel something shift inside your heart, a softness returning, a gentle trust rebuilding itself. The voice speaks again, slower, deeper, and the woman who caused all of this, she will lose her grip. She will lose her influence. She will lose the power she had through lies and emotional drama, because truth has now entered your life, and once truth arrives, darkness cannot stay. You imagine a door closing in the spiritual world, a door that belonged to fear, confusion, and manipulation. You imagine another door opening, filled with clarity, protection, and destiny. Your eyes feel heavy, but your soul feels awake. Then the voice reveals something new. The person in the hospital will not stay silent forever. Their recovery will begin soon. And when they wake up fully, they will speak again. They will tell someone what they witnessed. They will share the missing part of the message, and that missing part will reach you. You feel a wave of energy pass through you, strong, warm, reassuring. And when it reaches you, the last piece of darkness around your soulmate will break. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your fears begin to melt. A peaceful strength rises inside you, the kind you feel only when heaven touches your heart. The voice is now clearer, almost echoing inside you. You are protected. Your soulmate is protected. The one who tried to block the truth will fail. The one who tried to warn you will heal. And the connection between you and your soulmate will go through a rebirth, a fresh start that cleans the past and opens a new path. You feel like you're being hugged by something you cannot see, a spiritual embrace, a divine reassurance, a promise from the universe. The voice gives you guidance, simple, powerful, important. For the next 3 nights, light a small candle or keep a soft light in your room. Sit quietly for 2 minutes, place your hand on your heart, and whisper, "I open my life to truth. I open my soul to guidance. I open my path to peace." Say it 3 times. This will clear the last of the heavy energy around you. Your breath gets calm as you imagine yourself doing it. The light, the silence, the prayer. Then the voice says something that feels like the final message, the closing door, the seal of protection. "My child, the storm is ending. The truth is rising. The person in the hospital will wake. Your soulmate will break free, and the destiny that was blocked is now opening again. Trust what is happening. Trust what you are feeling. Trust the signs being sent to you. The air around you becomes warm again. You feel lighter. You feel safe. You feel ready. And deep inside, your soul whispers, 'It is time.' A powerful sense of clarity is beginning to replace the confusion that once surrounded your heart, and for the first time in a long while, it feels like hidden emotions and unanswered questions are slowly finding their way into the light. The silence around your life no longer feels empty. Instead, it feels like the quiet moment before understanding finally arrives. You are beginning to recognize that many of the things which once felt blocked, delayed, or impossible were unfolding beneath the surface in ways you could not yet see. Your soulmate has been carrying emotional weight they struggled to explain, while you were left trying to understand feelings your heart sensed, but your mind could not fully process. At the center of it all were complicated emotions, unhealthy influences, and unspoken truths that created distance and confusion for everyone involved. The person who ended up in the hospital was not caught in some supernatural battle, but they likely became overwhelmed after witnessing the emotional intensity surrounding your soulmate and the tension quietly building around them. Sometimes, people become deeply affected when they suddenly realize someone is suffering more than they appeared to be. Their attempt to speak up or reveal concern became a turning point that forced hidden emotions into the open. Now everything that once felt uncertain is beginning to unfold with greater honesty and emotional clarity. Your soulmate's struggles are becoming more visible, unhealthy dynamics are harder to hide, and your own intuition is finally connecting pieces that never fully made sense before. But the most important truth is this: your future is not meant to remain trapped inside confusion forever. You are entering a phase where understanding replaces fear, where emotional honesty matters more than appearances, and where your own peace becomes just as important as the love you carry for someone else. The voice inside you returns again, gentle but clear, as if someone is sitting right beside you and speaking softly. "My child, everything is shifting now. The truth has started moving toward you." You take a slow breath because, deep in your chest, you can feel that something is different. You no longer feel lost. You no longer feel confused. You feel like a heavy door has opened, and light is slowly entering your life. The voice continues. "The hospitalized person saw the truth your soulmate couldn't speak. They saw the moment when the woman lost control. They saw your soulmate's pain, their fear, their hesitation, and they saw that everything inside your soulmate was reaching for you." These words hit your heart softly but powerfully. You realized that your soulmate was never choosing the wrong person. They were never pushing you away from their heart. They were trapped, pressured, manipulated, and afraid of hurting you. And that woman's jealousy grew because she felt your soulmate's heart slipping away from her control. She felt their thoughts returning to you. She felt their soul turning toward you. That is why she tried to block the truth. That is why she tried to silence anyone who got close to exposing her. But darkness can hide only for so long. Your eyes close for a moment, and you feel a warm wave spread across your chest. Not fear, not confusion, but a deep sense of clarity. The voice inside you says, "The person in the hospital will wake soon. When they do, they will speak again. They will tell someone what they witnessed, and that message will reach you, because destiny always completes what it begins." You feel your breath steady. You feel your spirit settling. You feel a soft peace forming inside you. The voice continues, sending comfort into your heart. Do not worry about your soulmate. They are walking toward the truth now. They will see the real intentions of the woman. They will feel the difference between manipulation and love. They will feel the difference between fear and truth. And when their mind becomes clear, their steps will come toward you. Your heart warms because it feels real. It feels like something your soul already knew but needed to hear out loud. Then you feel a strong, protective energy around you. It is almost like invisible arms wrapping around your shoulders, shielding you from everything that once frightened you. The voice becomes even softer. You are not alone. You are not unprotected. You are not forgotten. Everything that tried to break you is losing its power. Everything that tried to confuse you is falling away. And everything that belongs to you is returning. You take another deep breath and feel peace fill the empty spaces inside you. The voice gives you one final instruction. For the next 2 nights, speak these words before you sleep. I choose truth. I choose protection. I choose peace. Say it 3 times. A sense of peace is finally beginning to settle over the parts of your heart that have carried confusion for far too long. Little by little, the emotional fog that once surrounded this situation is starting to lift, allowing clarity, understanding, and calm to take its place. What once felt overwhelming no longer carries the same power over your spirit because you are beginning to trust yourself more deeply than before. The hardest part of this journey was never only the uncertainty around your soulmate. It was the way the confusion slowly affected your own peace, your confidence, and your ability to feel emotionally safe. But that season is changing now. The person who became overwhelmed by everything they witnessed will heal with time, and the unhealthy dynamics that once created pressure and emotional imbalance are losing their hold as truth becomes harder to ignore. Your soulmate is also moving through an important awakening, one that is pushing them toward greater honesty, self-awareness, and emotional clarity. Whether slowly or suddenly, people eventually recognize what truly matters when they stop running from themselves. You can already feel this shift inside you. Even quiet moments feel different now, less fearful and more grounded, as if your soul finally understands that peace should not have to be earned through suffering. The future unfolding ahead is no longer built around endless waiting or painful uncertainty. It is guiding you toward emotional healing, stronger boundaries, and relationships rooted in truth instead of confusion. Hold on to that understanding as you move forward. This chapter is not closing with loss. It is opening into a new beginning, shaped by clarity, emotional growth, and the quiet confidence that what is truly meant for you will never require chaos to find its way into your life.